Some really exciting news. PlayStation VR 2, so the PSVR 2 headset support is coming to your PC this August, 7th of August to be exact. So Sony had previously already discussed this, but there was no concrete details about it, dates, but there's a lot more details, about it now. So there was a little leak, but now it's officially out now. The information is, and I'm gonna cover everything that we need to know. So PSVR 2 headset, little rundown. It's a VR headset, second generation that Sony has created for their consoles. They had PSVR which was first gen on PS4, and they had PSVR 2, which is on PS5, and now it's a wired headset. Now they're gonna be releasing a dongle, so you won't just be able to connect it via the USB-C cable. I'm hoping that support might come later, because with the motherboards, nowadays there might be there might already be a way for them to support it right now with some sort of update, some sort of BIOS update. Or in the future, especially if this headset picks off and it becomes very popular, they might, manufacturers of these motherboards and PCs might include a USB-C port, if doable, to actually just support that, connecting it. Because that was one of the main attracting points about PSVR 2. It was a tethered headset with all the, the benefits of having a tethered headset with a single cable. That was a problem with PSVR 1. You had the breakout box, you had that with like the HTC Vive Pro as well, and with my Valve Index great headset, we got like all these multiple cables. But with PSVR 2, the single USB-C cable that went in the front of your PS5 made it really, really simple to connect and actually start playing games. So I'm hoping that happens, and PC manufacturers, like Dell for example, or HP, they start putting the ports maybe even at the front. But again, that's a little while away. I think that's a good 1, maybe 2 years away, if that is going to happen. So we will see. So, in terms of the headset itself, obviously if I just zoom in for you guys. So there's the adapter here. There's 3 cables that go into, because like the headset goes into here, 3 cables. There's a DisplayPort 1.4, that's what they've announced. And there's 2 more cables. And if you look, only 2 cables are going into the so-called PC. So one will be DisplayPort, one will be USB, and the other one will be power. And I'm guessing they've just hidden the cable there. So yeah, it'll be DisplayPort, USB, and it'll be a power cable. Pretty standard for this type of headset, so that's nothing out of the ordinary. But what does this ultimately mean? So it means that you can have this single PSVR 2 headset connected to your PC, play your PSVR, PlayStation VR game when you connect it to your PS5, but when you connect to your PC, you won't be able to play PSVR, games, PlayStation games. At least not yet. I think that will come. Because they've done a huge push on games like Last of Us, on Horizon, on God of War, coming to PC. They're gonna do this as well. I think this works out, and this might actually happen either day one or by the end of the year, where they have some titles like Horizon Call of the Mountain actually come out for PC, and you can use your headset as well, and obviously with even better graphics. So I think that's going to come, but initially it'll be for Steam titles, and the big one will be Half-Life Alyx. As of now, they didn't announce any sort of meta support. The what was Oculus and now is like Meta Quest. Rift seems to have been dropped, but you can use like a Steam Steam VR, which this is going to support, traditionally speaking, to play your Quest games, and you can play games like Lone Echo. So I think this will support it. I don't know if straight away, again, I don't think they've announced it straight away. It will support it out of the box, connecting it to your computer without Steam VR, just directly connecting it to Meta's platform. I think that will come, but initially I think pretty much day one you will get support via Steam VR. So yeah, you'll be able to play that game like Lone Echo as well. The great thing about PSVR 2 headset is, you might think, why would you want to do this? Why not just grab a dedicated, good quality headset? I'm not talking about like a Quest. I'm talking about, something like the Vive Pro 2 or the Valve Index. Why not, grab one of those headsets? This is the main reason. They're expensive, and if you've got a PS5 and you've already spent like 450 quid, 450 or 500, US dollars, on the console, the headset is roughly the same cost of, the console itself. And if you've already got that, you can just use that on your gaming PC. Or this is also great if you're in a situation where you have a gaming PC that's, can definitely support VR games, because you do need a pretty beefy computer for VR games. You've got a PS5 and you're like, what headset should I get? I want to play VR. I want to play games like Half-Life Alyx and Lone Echo. I want that tethered support. But I also want to play some of the PlayStation titles. Now, gamers won't have to decide. They can be like, I'm just going to get PSVR 2. Simple. And they could get it now and not play PC games yet, but they could start playing PlayStation 5 games. Then in a few months, when support comes, start playing it. So again, that's another huge part of it. Is it's just going to save money, and it's, I think, going to be the cheapest, dedicated, I guess, tethered style headset for PCVR. Plus the specs are better than Vive Pro as well, so that's another insane thing. So again, on Sony's website, they had a little blog post and it wrote, PES VR2, I'll zoom in, was designed from the ground up specifically for PS5. So you'll notice that some key features like HDR, headset feedback, eye tracking, adaptive triggers, that's on the the controllers, and haptic feedback other than rumble are not available when playing on PC. However, other high fidelity and sensory immersion features of PSVR 2 are supported, including 4K visuals, 110-degree field of view, finger touch detection and see-through view, as well as foveated rendering without eye tracking and 3D audio in supported games. Even though it said a bunch of stuff like adaptive triggers, eye tracking, headset feedback, etc., isn't going to be available, I think that support will come. I think it's going to be a matter of if this headset, again, this was another thing, the headset did not do well in terms of sales on the PlayStation platform, and that's another reason why they're opening it up. If it does well now, I think they'll bring these, features, because like Last of Us on PC, and I think Uncharted as well, they've been updated so they support like adaptive triggers on the PS5 DualSense controller connected to your PC. So that's already technically, they have the drivers for it. They'll just need to modify that. Again, I don't know how much modification you'll require, but I feel like it'll probably be pretty uniform, on their side, at least it should be, and they'll be able to bring that over. So I think all of these things are saying that aren't supported, I think that's day one. I think they'll slowly start bringing stuff out. I think like adaptive triggers, will probably come first. It won't be very difficult for them to add adaptive triggers in, and the other stuff will come, later on, especially as the popularity increases. I think that's what they're, really, waiting on. So 7th of August is the date. The adapter is going to cost $60. I think it's like about 50 quid in the UK. So if we go to the official PlayStation blog website, and yeah, we got the pricing over here. So 50 quid, 60 euros, $60. Display port 1.4. They got some specs for PCs. Fine, I feel like this is too low anyway, but we can ignore that. That's always the case with PC gaming, and that's it. Again, like I said, they've only announced Steam VR as of now, but I don't see why Meta, Quest, their platform is not going to be, supported. I think if it's not supported day one directly, it'll be supported via Steam VR, because that already has support. So you can use your Valve Index, your HTC Vive Pro to play the Meta games using their platform via Steam VR, using some sort of compatibility. So I think this will be the same. So yeah, I think this is really great, because it means that you're in a top quality headset for a really budget price. And I think you might start seeing these headsets selling out, soon as well, or between now and Christmas. So I think the another thing is, like I said, we're gonna get Horizon Call of the Mountain, especially if this headset does well for PC and some of the other PlayStation, VR titles. I think we'll get the features of the PSVR 2 headset on PC soon, the ones that aren't available, like haptic, feedback, and the rumble, for example, and eye tracking. That's all going to happen 100%. I can guarantee that if the headset, sales wise, picks off, and we'll have access to a lot more games. And I feel like we might even get the other way around, where once developers are using this now, but for PC games, they're like, this actually works pretty well for our currently exclusive PC VR game. Now let's put it on PlayStation. Let's port it over, especially if they're already making it in an engine that supports the PlayStation platform, like Unreal. It'll be a no-brainer for them. So I think we'll get some games that will go from PlayStation to PC, but PC to PlayStation that may not have been on there. Love for Half-Life Alyx to come on there as well. Played it on PC once, but love to play with this headset. I think it'll be a great headset to play it with. So big news. I'll keep you updated as more news of PSVR 2 comes out for PC. If you have any questions, or there's something that you want to clear up and you're not too 100% sure on, just leave a comment down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.